Hello friends, welcome back. My name is Shawnee Shireen and I'm a military spouse, now flight attendant, and I make weekly lifestyle videos with a focus on health and wellness. I also love to share my day-to-day life experiences in hopes to inspire and help others. Welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome to my channel. I'm so thankful to have you here today. Today's video, we are going to be catching up with each other. It has been a long time. I think it's been like 9 months since I've made a YouTube video, and I thought it would be perfect to do like a mini life update and kind of chit chat, catch up before I start to go back to consistently making content. It has been a rough couple of months. I needed to take a break from everything. I need to take a break from social media in order for me to process my emotions and kind of go through my new lifestyle change on my own without the pressure of feeling like I need to be posting every second of my life. I had intentions of posting throughout flight attendant training and after flight attendant training, but some life events happened and I wasn't able to do so. So I am finally getting back on the horse. I don't know, I'm finally getting back into the rhythm, starting to get adjusted, settled in, able to do some healing in the process, and now I'm finally able to open up with you guys and publicly share with you guys what has been going on in the last couple of months. So the last 2 videos we left off on was me going to flight attendant training and kind of explaining that I waited 2 years and that I was going to fully focus on training and that I was not going to focus on posting content. And then after that, I posted us moving from on-base housing to off-base military housing. So we actually moved the same weekend I left for flight attendant training. So that was a lot. It was such an amazing experience. I need to pull out my phone though, just so that like I can remember what to talk about. But I am going to have way more videos about flight attendant training. I already filmed some content for you guys, so like, you know, weekly vlog of me like preparing for flight attendant training. I did like a pack with me, first 24 hours of flight attendant training, and then I have some ideas of doing like tips for flight attendant training and stuff like that. So I won't get like too in-depth of flight attendant training just because there are going to be more videos touching on that. Oh my god, also I do not suggest moving when you're about to start flight attendant training. That was so stressful. Too stressful, but I didn't have a choice. It just ended up being that our lease was up and Evan's contract was up when they sent me to flight attendant training. So you gotta do what you gotta do. I will say I had the most amazing roommate. Her name is Janae. I'll insert some pictures of us, and that was kind of one of the first days of like us meeting, getting to know each other with them all like a lot. So once you get along with them, it kind of makes the experience less stressful and more enjoyable. I loved it. We had our own little routine. We were like, went to breakfast together, you know, had our little nights in, studied together. And overall the experience, it was very hard in the sense of like, they're very long days, but I also love the experience. I had a very close class and I made like amazing friends that I still talk to this day. And it was just such an amazing experience. I'm so thankful that I was able to have the opportunity to go to flight attendant training. So I would say overall the experience was amazing. If you're going to flight attendant training soon for the company that I work with, you're gonna love it. It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be hard, like really hard, but it's gonna be amazing. Okay, so shortly in flight attendant training towards the end, I got a phone call from my sister stating that my aunt was in the hospital and she wasn't doing too good. I've talked about my aunt. I think I've talked about my family situation, my family dynamics in other videos of me like coping with moving away from them. I still have a hard time being away from them, and that's kind of like me. I have opened up a lot about that on my channel of like being a military spouse and having to move with family and coping with being away from family. I was already having a hard time with that, and so my sister called me and said one of my aunts weren't doing too good. And if you don't know, my aunts raised me and my 2 sisters from a very young age, so they were parents to us. We call them our parents. they raised us, they taught us, you know, the core things in life. And so she was in the hospital not doing too well, but I didn't think anything of it, like, too serious. She was diagnosed with cancer at that time, and her health wasn't doing too good, so she was always in and out the hospitals. So I thought, you know, she was in the hospital, she had a stomach pain, and everything would be okay. Unfortunately, this is the first time I'm talking about it, other than like with my sisters occasionally, or like Evan, but she passed away while I was in flight attendant training. Oh, I did not think I was gonna cry. So it's been really hard to talk about. I was really close to the end. I think it was like 2 weeks, and I had really big plans that, because we get like a week off after we graduate, and I had really big plans that I was going to go home and see them and see my sisters, and we'd all have like this big family celebration, and I was gonna graduate, and I was gonna, you know, show them and dress up in my uniform, show them my wings. But my sister called me and told me that unfortunately she wasn't gonna make it, and that I had to say my last goodbyes, which was extremely hard, because you're in this predicament where you don't have your family, you can't fly back home. One, there wasn't enough time for me to fly back home, and two, I would have to, you know, leave the training program. So that was very hard, not being with my family during that time and having to go through such a traumatic experience while also you need to like stay focused. I just don't really feel comfortable right now like going too much into it, just because I haven't really talked about it too much. But I just want to let you guys know that's probably, I would say, 80 to 90% of the reason why I took such a big break, and why I had a hard time publicly talking about it and publicly posting and kind of feeling myself. But she did pass away, and about 2 weeks after that I graduated flight attendant training. It was so hard to like be happy about that, because I wasn't going home now to celebrate with my family. I mean, I did celebrate, but it was like I was going home for a funeral, and that was just in the back of my mind, and it was just really, really sad. It was really sad for all of our family members. You know, honestly, my classmates were such a big help. If I didn't have them, I don't know how I probably wouldn't even be able to complete it. They became my family, especially my roommate. I will always have that special bond with my roommate, because she was there for me. The first person that was there for me, person that was like always there for me when I cried, and I'm forever thankful for her. But I will get into a whole another video about that. I don't want to spend too much time on that. So yeah, I graduated flight attendant training. I'm blue, if I was green I would die. Why is this so blue? Anyways, oh my god, I just realized I forgot to tell you guys something that happened in flight attendant training. My laptop broke. I don't know what happened, but like the top of the screen like cracked, and it like won't, like it turns on but the screen won't turn on. So that's also another big reason why I stopped doing YouTube, because I didn't have a computer to edit my videos on. And there's a lot of footage also on my computer that I don't know if I'm ever gonna get back, but I didn't have the funds. To fix it, because I was a new hire flight attendant, for one, and also we were planning a wedding, so I didn't have $500 to $600 to just spend to fix my laptop screen. So yeah, I forgot to tell you that happened during training, and I was sad for like 2 seconds, but I didn't have time to be sad because I needed to focus on passing training. But yeah, I just realized that when I was putting away my stuff, and I seen my sad little laptop sitting in the drawer, and I'm like, oh my god, I forgot to tell you guys. Okay, anyways, bye. And I didn't get the base I truly wanted. So I live in Washington, D.C. That's where Evan is stationed. If you're new here, we are from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, but Evan is in the military, and he's stationed right now in Washington, D.C., and that's where we live. So at that time, my airline didn't have openings at the Washington DC base, so I picked the closest base, which was Newark. I got my first choice, which I was so extremely happy. Newark is known to have, you know, one of the best flying as far as international, and it was a quick commute from Washington DC to Newark, so I was really happy that I got that. So as far as like being a new hire, it was a struggle, especially during the winter months, during the holidays, being away from Evan, being away from family, dealing with the loss of a parent. I didn't really have time off to really process it. I was like right into flying, so I think that made it much harder, and not being based where you live is so much harder because you spend more time away from home. Also, I will be doing a whole video about what it's like, you know, working from a base that you are not living in, and the commuting life and whatnot. So that was really hard on me. I became really depressed being alone and working so much and just being overly tired, not having time to like fully heal and be with the people I love, especially during the holiday season. So that's kind of where I shut down. Every time I went home, I kind of just like laid in bed and just kind of rested with Evan. I didn't do the normal things I love to do. Obviously, I wasn't posting, I wasn't making YouTube videos. I love making YouTube videos. I wasn't working out, none of that. I wasn't really eating healthy, and that's kind of where a lot of it declined, and I just needed that time for myself to just like take it in and be sad. So it was rough being a new hire flight attendant during that time. But I can say, as of today, it is July. Things are getting better. I will talk more about that in another video, but things are getting better. Obviously, I'm here talking to you guys, and I have so much to talk about the flight attendant life. Like, it's just it's a whole different lifestyle. Like, nothing that I even imagined. Like, I waited 2 years for this, and you guys know that I waited like 5-6 years to even become a flight attendant. I've done my research, I watched my videos, I've asked questions. It still was the most craziest thing I've ever experienced. Lifestyle change. Like, I guess you won't truly know until you're actually in it and actually feel it, and that's I totally believe that. And that's so annoying. Don't you hate when that happens? How long was that out, guys? Why didn't you tell me? Just kidding, just kidding. Yeah, if you've been here before, if you haven't, go watch my YouTube videos. I'm not saying that in like a cocky way or anything, but like that's just a good reference, a good help, because I kind of lay out like I'm really open with my life. So if you watch the other videos, you can catch up to know kind of what is going on. But ever since me and Evan met, we have been go, 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 go. Like, there has never been a time where we've been able to relax. There's always something. There's always like we're moving every year, planning this, planning that, like COVID, and like it's been a lot. So during this whole time, I'm planning a wedding. So I'm like not home, I am flying, I am depressed because I lost a parent, and now I'm planning a wedding all by myself. That was put on the back burner during training because there's no time to plan a wedding when you're in training. Like, there's not. And also, we don't really get paid to be in training. We get like a weekly stipend, that's a whole nother thing, but we don't get paid. So that like set me back with wedding finances. So that was like a whole nother thing that made me like so stressed out. Like, I'm having a full wedding, I don't even know if I'm gonna get off, whole nother thing. But anyways, we ended up getting married. I'll show a little picture here. I haven't got my like professional pictures yet, just sneak peeks, but you know, I'll talk about all that wedding stuff later. We got married, finally had our wedding in Mexico, a destination wedding, and I just feel like everything's just happening so fast, and there's still more that I want to tell you guys because there's a lot of crazy new things that are actually coming up in the next couple months. So that's why I'm like, oh my god, girl, like you need to like start making videos, get back on track, because if I don't, you guys are gonna be like, what? Like, what happened? What's going on? Like, stuff is coming. I'm excited. I've got so many videos planned out. Like, even though I haven't been able to consistently post or edit, I have been filming. That's one thing I have. So I've been filming little clips here and there of things so that when I was ready, that I can compile these clips and start giving you guys weekly content, getting back on track. Fun, exciting videos are awaiting. So I guess for the future, I feel like I'm rambling. I want to wrap it up because it's supposed to be like a mini life update. What you can expect in the future is I'm hoping a lot more flight attendant vlogs, a lot of travel vlogs, and I still want to incorporate the military spouse life and how it is being a military spouse, and also working as a flight attendant, and how's it traveling, and how is that with the relationship. And I'm so excited. I have a list of videos and I can't wait to share them with you guys. If you guys waited this long through my chit chat, thank you for your time. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for your time. I'm happy you're here. I'm happy you got to kind of catch up with me today. I hope you're excited for the next video. I'm not sure exactly what the next one is going to be yet, but if you enjoyed seeing me back, please click the like button, comment down below, tell me what you have missed, what things you want to see in the future, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet, because you do not want to miss the fun and exciting content I have for you guys coming up. And remember, subscribing to my channel supports me, supports this channel, and supports the positive community we are creating. And I'm just so excited to have you guys here with me through this journey, and I really hope to see you guys soon.